What's going on, everybody? Wow, Josh is in here. Thanks, Josh. Andy Turlo is here. What's going on, Turlo's Garage? Paul Buckner, what's happening? Yo, what's going on, Rick? How you doing, brother? All right, we got Jason Turlo in here as well. Outstanding. How's it going, everybody? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. Helps out a lot. Let YouTube know to maybe send us out and show a couple more people our stuff. Kevin, what's happening? Hey, it wasn't bad, man. It was actually pretty good. You guys are going to learn quick enough. I'll put a little clip up on our community page after the airing of this. But we sold the bike. Once we dialed in our ad, it sold in 2 days. It's gone to a collector on the other side of the state in Pennsylvania. It's going into a climate-controlled garage with a handful of other very nice bikes. So it went quick. Yo, One, what's going on? How you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping by. So that gives us a little bit of seed money for the car. I got a couple videos started. I'm actually trying to do better at this. It's like instead of just making a video, installing it. So now I've actually got 3 videos started right now. So it's like I'm working on this, I'm working on that, and I'm working on this. So I got like 2 car videos started, and I got 1 bike video started with my buddy Phil over in the chop shop working on something over there. We got the drive shaft video coming for the car. I just got that ordered, and we're starting to work up into the dash area, and we, a little more in depth of what we're doing with the, we're going to paint the column and all that stuff. So we're getting there. We got a couple things going at once. I really didn't want to touch any of the primers or the paints while the bike was still here. I told Kim, I said, I'm not touching. Not until the bike's gone, because I can put it out. So I didn't want to touch it till once it was sold, it was like it wasn't mine, and I didn't want any dings, dents, oversprays. So I just stopped. But that's okay, Yo, what's going on, Bob? Thanks for coming by, man. I appreciate it. It's the same as last week one. I reached out to the guy. He actually owns the property. His grandmother owned it, and he owns it. He doesn't think the car's there anymore. And he said the next time he's down there, he will check and let me know. So I'll wait for that Facebook message to come at some point. He is selling the property, 10 acres for 50 grand. If I was closer to retirement, I'd probably snap it up. I don't know if it's OCD, Josh. It's if you're talking to me about like the 3 different videos going at once, it's like I want to be better prepared. It's like, trying to get a video out. I just want to have some stuff ready instead of I'm going to get this and then drop it, then get this and drop it. I'd like to have a couple more things ready to go. It's like I watched Dan, and Dan's got like 3 or 4 or 5, 6 videos going at once. Obviously, the logistics for his stuff's way different than us. We got 1 car. He's got what, 30, 40? I don't even know anymore. But I still want to organize and have a couple things ready to go instead of just make it go, make it go, make it go. You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh no. Be careful. Eyes on the road, Andy. Eyes on the road. Yo, what's going on, Brent? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Robert, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I don't think so. Paul, I want to ask you, did you get your stickers yet? And Rick, I sent you a package as well, an envelope. and I shipped them both the same day. I think I sent them out Tuesday, so maybe you don't get them till tomorrow. I don't know, but hey, Howie Mook, what's going on? Yo, Mike, what's happening? B dude. Paul White, what's going on? Everything's going pretty good, buddy. Well, I'm trying to make things go good, you know. We got one mail. I had it for a week. It's from Howie. I didn't open it last week, so I'm going to open it today. Now that he's in here, I always try to wait till the person's here to open their mail. Seems the right thing to do. So let's see what we got from Howie. All right. Yeah. Hopefully you get it tomorrow, Paul and Rick. Okay. I put like Rick. I put that rubber thing in like a business envelope, and I stuffed a couple magnets in there, and I put 2 stamps on it. I figured, that's enough. And I did the same thing. Kim said that Paul's felt heavy too, so we stuck 2 stamps on that one too. So you should get it with probably tomorrow. So anyway, we got this mail from Howie. Let's see what we got. Oh man, these are awesome. They're the smaller version of the same one we got. Howie, thank you very much. That I think will go a lot better in the quarter glass window, don't you guys think? I'm gonna put that right beside like mine when I get mine in the window. My round one, put it with Howie's. That's pretty cool, man. Thank you very much, Howie. I appreciate it, brother. He gave me one for each quarter glass. So, yeah. So we're doing pretty good as far as it goes with the car. Like I said, we got two projects going at the same time right now. So the drive shaft I got, it's kind of cool. It's like how the guy had me measure for ours. I made a video. Well, the video's in progress. It's like just how he measured it. We measured it together. And it's different than a lot of guys do it. It's like this guy's like, all I need is the end of the output shaft of the transmission, and then to the cap, the round part of where the cap would sit on the universal. He says, I can make you a drive shaft from that. I mean, obviously he needed to know the yoke, which is because I didn't have a yoke. I had it in the shopping cart, and I was going to buy it, and then I told Kim I'm holding off. And it was smart I did, because this guy's like, he's got everything right there. You know, I did take a piece of coat hanger and straightened it out and stuck it into the transmission just until it touched, like followed one of the splines on the output shaft. And I measured, he wanted that measurement, you know, and that's 8 3/4. So he knew what that number was too. Ours has a dust boot on it. And it also had a rubber plug on the output shaft. And any of you guys that are on Facebook, watch that little 2-minute video of the guy walking around a transmission. He talks about that rubber piece that's in there. Man, that thing was really in there. And when I pulled it out, a little bit of residual fluid come out. Oh man, that smell is the worst. That it's still in here. It's got that little tint of that smell. Damn. Well, I did the Josh, last week I tried an experiment, and I think I did it wrong. We'll have to try it again sometime, but I'll do the full live, and then I'll just drop a video right after. I think whenever I hit the end of the stream, I should have clicked on something. I don't know. I mean, it was supposed to have taken us all right to the video. At least that would be my interpretation of what was supposed to happen, but that's not what happened. But we tried, and we'll try again. Yeah, that Kim's talking about shirts. We got hope man. They did it different this time. Like I used this company for our shirts. When I bought like two of the little sad news shirts. That's all I have. I have a black one and a white one. Just so I could wear around the garage. And I bought them from that company, and I also got this logo right here, the BW Garage face one from this company, and they were very communicative. They communicated a lot. It's like the art department. For this batch, they didn't. We uploaded it. I put it in there, and it said it was in the processing phase, and then it was supposed to go to art review. It skipped the art review, and today they just went right to shipping. That's what I told Kim, And we got a couple different colors. The guys in my shop just about bought out the one color already, and they ain't even here yet. So we'll probably already be making another order very soon. Country boy, what's going on? How you doing, brother? Congratulations, man. The success of your channel just keeps going and going and going. Couldn't be more happy for you. I don't know if Cody's in here too, but he just hit 4,000. So, you guys are really chugging along, man. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to try to catch up. I don't know how I'm going to do, but I'm going to try. For a business makeup? Okay. Where she professionally puts makeup on people, Rick? It's not a contest, Kim. You don't have to get 24 packages. I got off topic and forgot where I was for a minute. Well, you could. I'm just saying it's not a contest. You don't have to. Unless they're car parts you're buying for me, and that'll be okay. Buying car parts is shopping. If it's just shopping, I can show you what to shop for. They keep on at the Speedway. They keep on asking me about my shopping cart because it was full. It's still full. I got to go in there and take some of the stuff out because I was like, I was gonna buy all the stuff and this, but you know what? This guy, the guy that's building it, he said that it's sketchy in here. He'd be interested to know, but I'll tell him the next time he's in here because he stops by once in a while. And what he'd be interested to know, the guy who's building our drive shaft builds the drive shafts for the Philadelphia chapter of the Street Outlaws. And they went up against the Memphis boys. And the guy that's building me the drive shaft pointed out that they won. Now, I'll have to ask Sketchy about that. I'm not so sure. I didn't see that episode. But yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's an all aluminum drive shaft. The guy guarantees it. So we'll see what we get. It comes highly recommended from my friend Kevin. You guys have all seen Kevin. He's been on my brake videos. He's the guy. He's the guy that helped me out with all the stainless lines and everything. The one I destroyed moving the shocks to the back. I got to get them back for here. But yeah, so we got that going for us. Daniel, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Brian, what's happening? Good to see you, man. Hope everybody's well. All right, Bob Ross and Shaky. See, that's kind of cool. It's like that one threw me off. I saw the last name, so I'm like, I wonder, that's got to be Rick's brother. It's Rick's brother, but with a different name. Very cool. Left for Dead, what's happening, brother? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. So what everybody else got going on this week? Waiting for some stuff. I just saw, I started watching Vice Grip Garages drop today, and it's pretty cool. But and I saw that Montana Garage, is he in here yet? I saw he dropped a video, so we'll check those out after we get done with our social hour. if you will. I spent a little time today over at Phil's Chop Shop. We're doing a cool project over there that I'm going to share with you guys. Phil does a lot of bikes. He's got, it's like a little side thing he does. He just likes working on bikes. So, and he's fortunate that he likes to do it, and he's making a few bucks at it. So I think it was don't quote me. I have to go back and look at the video. I think it's an early '90s, and you'll be able to tell when you see the bike because it's got like the billet rims and stuff. It's an early '90s Softail, and it's going from a stock set of handlebars to 18-inch ape hangers. So it's more entailed than a lot of people think it is. By the time you got to extend the wiring and you got to get new cables made, you got to take the exhaust off to get to the cable that goes into the transmission for the clutch. You got to take, the tank. Most of those tanks are two pieces. You got to split the tank to get to the wiring in the middle. So it's a really cool entailed project. And Phil invited me, along for the ride and help out a little bit. I'm going to learn some stuff about it, and I'm going to show it to you guys. Maybe you'll learn something about it too. So that's like one of the videos I'm working on the side for all you bike guys. I got 2 car videos coming too. 2. So very cool, country boy. I'll be checking that out. I'm guessing it's going to be a bus video. Just a wild stab at it, maybe. Yeah. That was what was going on today. He's doing a 69 Caddy. And Kim even yelled at me. I gave him a super chat. I gave him $5. And I noticed, I'm not complaining because, they're busy. They're doing all kinds of stuff. But, on mine, I said, here, towards a set of bullhorns ornament. Here's $5 towards a set of bullhorn ornament. The hood ornament like old Boss Hog had. And they didn't even acknowledge it. But it was like anybody else who donated as low as 5 of up to 100, they'd acknowledge it. I don't know if he missed it, or maybe he didn't want me to tell him to buy bullhorns. But I agree. There's a lot of will it run videos. I've tried, that like with the bike. I titled it that. A lot of it's to grab the attention of people. It's like, of course it's going to run. It's Vice Grip Garage. He'll make it start. I mean, I've seen guys start engines with holes in the side of the block. You can make anything run, but well, that's the point. Will it run well? But a lot of it's just to attract, an audience or to get recognized, because it's really hard, man. It's really hard. It's like my last video. I think it's like one video you don't understand won't do very good. It wasn't like the greatest video, but it was pretty cool, But I mean, maybe people were mad because I got away from doing a car video for a month or two. But it is what it is. I don't know. I don't have the secret recipe, but I could tell you a lot of those will it run titles. That's just to capture people's attention, I think. I'll tell you, that Impala is standing tall, Left for Dead. It really is, man. That car show you put up, that car is really, and what'd you say? You put like 300 miles on it on a day? That's awesome, dude. Yo, Jason, did you see that roll lock? I left it in the house. I wanted to show you. I bought some. That roll lock with the little plastic fingers. Man, I'm telling you, that takes paint, rust, everything right off. It's incredible. I don't know if you've ever used them, and they're like, they come in different grits, but they're plastic fingers, and they go on like a roll lock. I just bought some from Amazon, and I was gonna, there's a couple things I want to scuff up out here. It's like that fender I stripped down's getting rust on it and stuff. Yeah, they're on the dog cage, Kim. So if you go outside, walk them up here. They're on the dog cage out back. Yeah, they're really cool, and they come in different grits, and it's like some are 3-inch. 1.5 and 1 inch. So it's like, but they really, I mean, I think you'll be impressed with them, especially if you don't have a sandblaster. It's mind boggling how well they work. That's funny, Mike. Mouse videos. It'll probably do good, man. I'm telling you, some of these videos do better than you think. Every once in a while I'll goof around and I'll make a TikTok video and I'll put it on. I'll put it up. I had a couple do pretty good. I had one had 6,000 views. I put one up today of them loading the bike. Because the man that bought the bike had hired a private shipping company, and I just them putting it on the gate, lifting it up, and pushing it in the truck. I mean, I can't remember 300 or 400 views. The grinder, hon. Not the grinder. The little Amazon bag, or there's a couple little plastic bags with round things in them, and it's right on top of the dog cage. I was gonna walk them out here, and I wanted to show them to Jason. I wanted to show him to Jason. You're not as bad as you used to be. I was really terrible there for a while, especially when I first got out of the service. Seems like, man, if you didn't cuss before you went into service, at least the Navy, when you come out, you cussed, not making excuses. It's just you hear it all day, and then the next thing you know, you're doing it. Yeah. I have 2 different sandblaster things. I got that red one that's under the table over right there. That's just one of those ones from Harbor Freight. It works okay, but the stuff comes out way too fast if you don't dial in the valves just right, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. And then my buddy Jamie that I bought the bike off of, he gave me a little suitcase blaster. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to, and it's good for like little spots to get in there and do. But ever since I started these roll-lock wheels, they work really good, man. Like I said, let me see if it's Kim will bring them out in a minute, but I think they're on my Amazon purchases. There she is. Hang on a second. Thank you. Thank you. So I picked out, a couple different arbors, and then, sorry guys, it's still in the bag. Now she gave me, there it is. All right. Here's the pack of arbors that I got. I bought myself a 3-inch, a couple 1-inch, and an 1.5 inches. And I think it was $11, $12. Let me look on there and I'll tell you. I'm going your orders. All right, so the arbors I just bought right here. Click on them. I want to say they were $11 or $12. Trying to remember. Well, they were $11.80. Now they're $10.98. That's for the arbors. And then this is the 3 different wheels I got. And I think these were right around the same price. I'll tell you in a second. They were $17. They were a little more pricey. But what they are, get one out here. Man, they triple plastic wrap all this stuff from China. Oh, I guess, see, these ones technically, if I was paying attention, I could probably just stick these straight. They have their own. They didn't even need the arbors. They got their own on there. But these fingers, and if you feel these, if you guys, Jason, you guys, if you feel these, it's like, how could that take anything off of anything? I can't describe how it works. They're like I said, they're different grits, but you would be amazed of how well these work. I used them to clean up the, what was it? Something for the car. I can't think of it right now, but I used them to clean. Oh, I used them to clean the toolbox up that Grady gave us. And I was amazed. I couldn't believe how well they worked. And that's when I said, I have to have some of these. So my buddy had them. And I was, as soon as I seen how well it worked on that, I'm like, man, so I only got a couple, but I got a couple for the shop, you know. I got them, Josh, I got them from Amazon. I got them off of Amazon. And they're different grits. And you guys would be I can't. I mean, I should find a piece of metal and just show you real quick. I might have a rusty piece of metal sitting right over there. I don't know where the grinder is. Give me a half a second. I'm going to look in the trunk of the car real quick. I think there's one in there. Yeah, there it is. All right, so I got this scrap piece of plate right here, right? It's got a little bit of rust on this side. It has a little bit of paint from Kim and I practicing. So I can show you how to take the paint off and the rust off real quick. You gotta put it together, but it'll only take a minute. Got my little angle grinder here. Take off the grinding arbor. You guys would just be amazed. It's like I couldn't believe how well it worked. It's like, how's that plastic thing going to do anything? Once I saw it work, I was like, man, that's pretty cool. See if I can get this on there. I don't know which grit is which, but I'm going to just stick the green one in there because I already stuck the arbor on it. I don't have it that tight. And if the compressor happens to kick on while I do this, I'll have to just go over there and shut it off manually because it's pretty loud, but it shouldn't. It should work pretty quick. So if it does, I apologize in advance. All right. That's tight enough. All right. Let me see here. Oh, I got a hose reel. Forgot to tell you, it came out in the back of the truck. A friend of mine from work, Bill Gray. He's one of the apprentices. He's in his third year, and he was cleaning out. He's got a couple properties, and he was cleaning out a garage, and he gave me a pretty nice hose reel, an air hose reel. So sometimes it's nice to have a buddy that'll help you out, give you something nice. All right, so there you go, and you can see a little rust on it. And that's just real quick, guys. You guys can see I didn't stay on one area too long. It's like I right beside this sticker, you can just flies off. Like I said here, I could have that polished in like less than a minute if I sat there and really tried. Now I'm not sure which grit this one is, but you can see like there's paint on this side. It should take it right off too. This might be one of the softer grits. I'm not positive until I look. Look how fast it took that letter off. Now watch. I'm gonna take these 3 letters off right here. There you go. That quick. Now I'm going to shut the compressor off because it could sneak and turn on real quick on us. And it'll scare the bejesus out of us. So, what I can do, it's not a class, Jason. I was just trying to show you how well I really think these would, you know, get a rough grit and then a finer grit. I really think you'd be amazed how quick you could clean up a set of those bus rims with these. You know, that's less than a minute. Look at that. I mean, I just sat there and just scuffed at it for a second. Robert, see what they're called here. Not a name on them. I just knew about them from my buddy Bart from work. These are called, they're called Roll-Lock Bristle Disc Grade 3-piece abrasive coating removal. Green is 50 grit, so we were right. Green was 50 grit, yellow's 80 grit, and gray's 120 grit. But when you feel them, they just feel like rubber. You know, they just feel like rubber. So they're called Roll-Lock Bristle Disc Grade. Now, don't be like me, Robert, because I could even send you the link over. I could send you the link over. It already has the arbor pieces in them. I thought I had to screw these onto an arbor, but I didn't. So Bart, if you're watching, I didn't have to screw these onto an arbor. So there you go. So there's that, guys. And like I said, like this one is the yellow is the 80 grit. Dude, this does not feel like 80 grit. It just feels like you're running your fingers across plastic. But I will tell you too that when I was, if any of you guys watched that house video I did on polishing the countertop, the wheels for that machine were similar to this. They didn't feel like it, but man, oh man, you start working, you're like, holy moly, that really works well. That's the same thing with these. Let's see. No, Mike, I'm not giving them away tonight. I'm sorry, I got to catch up on some of the chat. But no, not tonight. We're not giving those away tonight. But I highly recommend them. That was $16 for 3 wheels. How long are they going to last? I don't know. But watching how fast they take rust off, it's worth it to me. I bet you it lasts longer than those little sanding discs. All right. So now let me go in here real quick. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. All right. All right, guys, we're a little bit past our halfway point, but let's go ahead and do our giveaway for the stickers and magnets. I have this magnet, and these 2 stickers to give away tonight, Mike. So guess me a number between 1 and 28. 1 and 28. Up. Rick, 1 right away. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th guess, number 7. Kim's getting ready to type to me to tell me, but Rick's already won. That quickly. So let me go in here real quick and show you guys. You guys can see Rick guessed it right away. Number 7. Congratulations, Rick. It was number 7. Rick was the 4th guess, and he guessed it correctly. That's crazy, man. So, Rick, I'll be sending you another piece of mail. How about that? That one went quick, man. Usually takes a minute. I'm sure you are. You're just jumping for joy. That's cool. I'll get them out today. The mailman's going to think that we got an affair going on, Rick. This will be the 3rd piece of mail I sent you in, I don't know, about 2-3 weeks. Yo, Chaz, what's going on, brother? Thanks for swinging past. Let me see who else popped in there. Daniel, what's going on? I want to see who's going in here and that I hadn't said hello to yet. Andy's Doghouse. There he is. What's going on, Andy? I figured you was in a beer run, running a little late. All right. Paul Rhodes, what's going on? How you been, brother? Very cool. Very cool. You're a lucky man. Get to go see. At least you can go see him. I can't see mine no more. Rusty Iron Projects, thanks for coming in, man. That's cool, man. Glad to hear you got it running. I'll have to go over there and check it out. Uh-oh. Something getting under your skin. Andy, that's sound advice for everybody. You start getting agitated when you're in your shop, just stop. That's what I keep telling. That's what I always tell everybody, stop. I get rammy sometimes where I can't stop and I need to stop. So I do my best to stop when you hear like I need a break from the shop. Yep, sometimes you do. Like when I put that crossbar in the catch bar for the I'm not going to think of anything right now. The ladder bars, when I put the crossbar in for the ladder bars. That's why I bought that new MIG, because I was so mad my MIG wouldn't work, because I usually could heat the metal up, but that bar was just a little too thick. I got so agitated, I stick welded it. See, to me, it doesn't matter. It's all the same to me, but it's like, I went in the house and I complained to Kim for about 10 minutes, and then she said, just get the welder. So I bought it. So now I'm better for it now, because now, I'm set up to do a lot more than I could have done before. The 180, I think it'll do up to 3/8. And I know I could probably cheat higher than that, because that little 100 I did, that was for 1/8 tops, and I was welding quarter with it, but I was heating the metal up with a torch. Keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't do. I try not to get that upset, Howie. I try not to float tools through the air anymore. Young Brian used to do that, but old Brian don't do that. I'm doing something here. Okay. Let's go in here and see who we got. Kenneth Mass. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Try to say hello to everybody. If I miss somebody, scold me in there. I always got Kim helping me on the side, trying to make sure I don't miss anybody, because I'd like to say hello to everybody. All right. Yeah. I'm not a big tool guy, Rick. Like if my buddy has something, like I'll borrow some stuff from Bart. My buddy's down in the garage. I got your basic hand tools, you know. I got exactly what I need to put things together and take things apart. I got the Torx, I got the Allens, I got the wrenches, but a lot I don't go for them real big, fancy, highfalutin tools. I think the highest fluting tool you could say I have a uh, coming to me. Torque wrench. I got a pretty good torque wrench, but it's not even in foot pounds. It's in that Newton stuff. So I got to pull out my calculator on the. I got to Google it and see how the Newton whatever transfers to the foot pounds. I'm tongue tied tonight. I guess that's one of the things of getting old. it's right on the tip of your tongue and it won't come out. Take it easy, rest in peace. Thanks for coming past. Appreciate it. All right. Take it easy, Chaz. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Oh, I know who you're talking about, hon. I remember you telling me about that guy. Oh, I'm sure they're not quite as bad as you're making out, Rick. I saw you was able to get that mower deck fixed up pretty good. Whenever Miss Jennifer started threatening about not having motor money, you found a way to fix that. I bet it would, Paul. I think that stuff that they got now, it's nothing compared to the '80s weed that guys like me are used to. I couldn't hang with y'all. I bet it was. It's getting there, Brent. You know, it's getting there. You know, sometimes it's like twice in what 10 minutes. It's like the words on the tip of my tongue. I'm staring right at them. You know, some doctor's probably watching now. Early signs of dementia. How's your short-term memory, Paul? How you doing with your short-term memory? Uh-oh. Andy's talking about gummies, edibles. Sounds good, Robert. What are you going to work on? You going to work on the 57, the Chevelle, the Camaro, the truck? That's good. That's good, Paul. Ah, 63 ain't too bad, Howie. Have you retired yet? Were you able to go early or are you still holding on for a little while? Kim said we could look at it when I get about 62, 63, but I don't see it. Not the way the world is, not with healthcare. Very good, Robert. Very cool. I'll look forward to that video. I'll look forward to when you drop it, brother. Very cool, Howie. Very cool. I hope I'm afforded that, you know. I do have like they got like they call it points. So it's like I get what I think I'm fully vested, so I get 100,000 points if I stay till a certain age. I can't remember what I have to go in and figure out how many points I have because we were just talking about this at work because my friend Kevin is a little closer than I am to the retirement age. And he was telling me he found a page where he's seen how many points that he currently had. And when I say points, it's actually dollars. Okay. So if the healthcare, if my premiums, when you retire, you can stay in the Kimberly Clark's, whatever it is, you can stay in the company's healthcare, but it's not the same cost as an active employee. So it'd be like 24,000 points, which is 24,000 bucks or whatever. So if you did get fully to the 100,000, it's good for like 4 years. So you can subtract 4 years if that gets you to Medicare, and that's you for you and your spouse. So I don't know. I don't know how rapidly all that stuff changes, but it's like, and every contract it changes. It's like I got that benefit, but my buddy Joe, who came in under the next contract, he didn't get that benefit. So it's like it changes for everybody. And like I said, it changes so rapidly. It's crazy. It's hard to keep track of. They always change the rules. And you guys wonder why I can't remember certain words, because I'm trying to remember important stuff like that. And look, we're all in the same age group. We're all looking at the same thing. We're all going through the same thing. So it's kind of cool. We have a birthday boy in here. It's Kevin. Kevin's birthday. Well, happy birthday, buddy. We got to sing happy birthday, don't we? We sang it to Howie. We got to sing it to Kevin. Happy birthday to you. That's what you get. You don't get the whole thing. Happy birthday, Kevin. That's very cool, man. Oh, so Bob's the big brother. Rick's 55 and Bob's 61. All right, that's cool. Chris, what's happening, man? Hey, everybody's stopping by today. Very, very cool, man. Very cool. So I know Kim was telling you guys earlier, and some of you guys that came into the chat a little later, pretty excited that the t-shirts will be coming. We just got they shipped. I was telling people earlier that it went right from, we didn't even get an art review. It just went right to ship. So everything must have been okay. Fingers crossed that everything's centered up. Wow, Bob. Wow. That's pretty steep. That's at almost like a Cobra pricing. That's pretty steep. But like I said, that's if I was to do that point system at my work, it would be almost the same for Kim and I. It's the equivalent of a Cobra. You're in the company's thing, but you're accredited X amount of points, which is actually dollars, like I told you. So it would be right in that ballpark. Now I gotta. Bri, I can't remember. I know I do remember. I wished you happy birthday on Facebook, but happy birthday to you. You too. But I do remember that we're Facebook friends, and I believe I gave you a happy birthday on there. First 100 t-shirts get a tea bag free. Whatever one says, I'll throw in a tea bag. I hope so, Kevin. I really do. It's like we didn't like how high they had them, so we moved them down a little. We'll see. Well, you saw the print, but what we'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful. The guy that drew it thought it was really cool how we changed it to an all white or an all black. So no. It's too cold up there. It's too cold up there. you watch two or three videos of Dan trying to work in his garage in the wintertime up there, or Andy. Well, Andy's a little better off. He's got a gas furnace in his doghouse, but man, too cold. Not me, Mike. I'm hands free, and Kim's just a chatter. Nobody in here is muting you in any way, shape, or form, man. Wow, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. You know, Rick, a buddy of mine, George from the Millwrights, he was under their old contract where he could double dip until Social Security kicked in, and he went. I think he went at 54 or 55. I should call him. I haven't talked to him in a couple of years. He was really, I met him through work. He was with the millwright, so he'd always work in my area when he came over. And yeah, he was under the old thing, and he put the hours in, and he went at like 54 or 55, double dip they call it. He got lucky. I know. I can't handle that cold. I I can't handle extreme heat either anymore. I used to love, ask him, I used to love working in the heat. I'd come out back, man, I'd get soaking wet. But then we had a pool back in and I could jump in the pool to cool down. But anymore, it's too dang hot, man. I gotta wait till the heat of the day's gone. I gotta have a hat on. Like, it's not the same. Yeah, that's a wild swing, Brian. You go from 100 to minus. Ooh, when you start using words like minus degrees, I don't want anything to do with that. I used to be able to, Chris. I'm more along in line with Kim now. I like the fall. It's 50-degree nights. I could stay out here for hours. You know, it's beautiful out here right now. It's actually 70 degrees exactly in the garage right now. Can't beat that. There's no humidity. It's just gorgeous out here. Ooh, minus 63. That's where you take a breath and everything in here freezes instantly. No, no, I'm not doing that. Well, I hope you get around all right, Daniel. I guess it's a blessing and a curse. I mean, I'd hate to hear that you're disabled. I hope you're still able to get around okay. I got to try to get Kim retired before she breaks down on me. Ooh, I know about that Texas heat, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty cool in the wintertime, uh, Robert. I mean, you guys had a crazy winter this last year. Don't misunderstand. I know all about the ice storms and stuff. I got families down there, but it's kind of cool. Like one day it will be cold, then the next day it's like 75. It's pretty cool. But I got family in Dallas, Fort Worth area, so that's what I remember experiencing. One day you wake up, ooh, it's cold. You need a sweatshirt. You need a jacket. The next day, 75, 80 degrees out. Very cool, Bob. Very cool. For a while there, when they were doing a switch over at my work, they would ask to bring some of the retirees back, a lot of the engineers and stuff. and they'd make bank. It's like, okay, you're retired now, so now they got to lure you back for a special project or something. And there's some guys, the guys that made some bank down there doing that. Ooh, uh-uh. I don't want none of that one. That's too cold. I agree, Josh. I agree. Yeah, spring's pretty cool too, Brent. It's like spring and fall. It's like whenever you get those 50, 60-degree nights, 70-degree days. Even like right now, it's gorgeous. Like I said, I'm sitting in my garage and it's 70 degrees. The biggest inconvenience I got is a cricket outside that won't shut up. Not here, not here, Josh. We get like a pretty good fall, and then you get sometimes we'll get a surprise Indian summer where all of a sudden it gets hot again. Not all the time, but once in a while they call it Indian summer up here, and it happens. And when it happens, it's like it's almost a second summer. All right, Bob. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it, man. All right, take care, brother. Appreciate it. Stay safe, buddy. I don't know anything about hockey. One, I couldn't make the first gamble or bet on a game or who's going to win what. Kim knows about it a little bit, and my son, you and my son could talk hockey for hours. He's a giant hockey fan. He knows about that. I thought they rubbed because they're trying to find a mate. He's out there. Hey, look at me! Look at me! Yeah, me too. Sometimes, Andy. Me too. It's like you think winter's coming and whammo, you get another short summer. It's like this side of the state isn't bad. The side of the state where I grew up, it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's brutal winters with like 3 and 4 feet of snow. Over here on the other side of the state, it happens, but it's a rarity. And then the some storm will come pushing through and melt it all in 3 or 4 days. It's not like back home, Western Pennsylvania. It snows that much, it's setting for a while. Around here, it don't stay that long. You get a foot of snow sometimes. Sometimes it'll stay a week. Sometimes it'll stay 2, 3 days and it's gone. Depends on what kind of storm comes through, whether it heats up and then you get rain that knocks it down. And so it's just like a cycle. It's kind of weird. All right, guys. Well, we're in our last minute. It was been a pleasure talking to you guys. I had a blast. If anybody wants to know about these roll lock things, let me know. I'll put a link. I'll put a link in the description. I'll put it in this one when I go in the house. I'll go in and edit the description, and I'll put a link from the Amazon if it'll let me. Sometimes it won't let you put a link, but I'll try to put a link from the Amazon to those grinding tools and see if you guys like them. let me know. Give me some feedback. Nobody paid me to do that. Nobody, nothing like that. I found them fascinating. And if you feel them, you wouldn't think they'd do anything, but man, oh man, they'll tear it up. So you might be able to find a use for it. I enjoyed everybody's company. I enjoy you guys. I appreciate everybody. We get this steady crowd of the guys that come in here every week, and I truly appreciate it. I look forward to talking to all you guys. All right. So if you want to share with your friends, like Rick shared with his brother, and now we got Bob with us. If you guys want to share with a couple people to get them to come in, I'd appreciate it. It goes a long way, making new friends. So until next week, everybody take care, and I'll see y'all in 7 days.